Abby?
We're having a conversation.
Well, I'm just letting you know. You need to monitor the stuff.
Oh, I'm paying attention. I'm just having a conversation.
You're muted, by the way.
Oh, I know. We were talking amongst ourselves.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Cynthia.
Hi. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Other than, of course, the daily run post on Instagram.
Yeah.
Sure. Who else would I text? Casey, Robin, Chris,
Michelle Deborah?
Deborah.
Yeah, they're not going to be Cynthia.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Does it hurt?
Oh, wait.
Did it hurt? I was scared. It was very brave.
I would not have been able to do it.
Adrian had to hold my hand. This was not bad at all.
I almost passed out when they gave me an epidural, so.
But that is real.
That is not real. I'm saying. My mom is coming. Gird your loins.
Wait.
If you watch live on YouTube, does it show who you are?
Oh no, only if you comment on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comparisons allowed. What's up?
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We're live on YouTube. Dana, you want to kick us off?
Yeah. Welcome to Dads After Dark, everybody. Hello. And I'm going to play our intro because I forgot that's what you were really wanting. You didn't care about me.
You're right.
Nobody cares.
Hey,
Nobody
Casey.
cares.
Nobody cares.
Hey, Terry.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Here we go.
Nobody cares.
Are you?
Am I?
The music.
Fill your glasses up and sit your asses down. Coming to you live from their living rooms to yours, it's time for Dads After Dark.
I cannot get enough of that song.
yeah, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Casey Gilbert.
Hi.
Hi, Kim and Scott Greer. Hi, Curry.
What's
Michelle,
up?
Are you just listening, or are you gonna show us your face too?
There will be no faces, and we are only here briefly because, as the stereotypical people we are going to bed shortly. So
Stereotypical people?
lesbians would be the word.
Michelle, this is super late for me too. I've usually been asleep for an hour by now. So
Yeah, it's not who I am as a person, this up late person.
Michelle
So-
and Deborah, do you have any questions for Cynthia before you guys go to sleep?
Cynthia, how do you make your hair so pretty?
Aw.
I don't know. Like, honestly, I stressed over this. I haven't done I had to do my hair twice in 2 days in a row for the first time in like 4 months. And I'm like, I don't know how to do my hair anymore.
Well, your blowouts are always really like on point. So
Thank you. Thank you. That's a lot of pressure now to live up to.
yeah, sure.
I miss you guys.
We miss y'all. Deborah says hi.
Hi, Deborah.
Hello.
We're on video.
It's
Deborah
not
could-
the same when she's not popping in and out from the camera.
Correct.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen tonight, kids.
David, you'll be very excited. Miss Kate Mitchell does that very much so during our episode tonight.
I was inspired by Deborah.
Oh, good.
Perfect.
I am honored.
Oh my goodness. Michelle and Deborah, what did y'all do today? Cool.
I rode a horse.
Rode
My
a
horse.
horse.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I rode my horse. Deborah did a lyra hoop. Oh, she has a fun story. You can tell the fun
Okay.
story with the
Oh,
lady.
I do have a really fun story. So I was doing a lyra hoop class today, and the woman in the class, someone was asking her about her professional background, and she said that she used to be an aerialist for a Houston burlesque company. So I was like, wait, what?
Is
Me
it
and Michael? And what?
Wait, what's her name?
So the problem is I forgot her name, but because like it was a whole conversation, and by the time I got home I forgot it. But she's the one who choreographed the Beauty and the Beast that we saw. Like she did the aerial choreography. It was so cool.
Is her name Ariel Hart?
And I genuinely, she said it really fast and I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
There's an incredible aerialist who was there right now, but obviously they're shut down. No, their aerial work is insane. And anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, Catherine Pope, who's her company veteran, works in Houston as a burlesque performer at a place called Prohibition. And they do burlesque dancing, but they do also like full shows. So the one she's talking about is, I think it was called Beast. Is that right, Michelle and Deborah?
I believe, yeah, it was called Beast.
It was just called Beast. And so it was a burlesque. Dana, what is that face? What are you doing?
Nothing. What?
That was awkward.
Sorry.
But it was just called Beast, and it was a beautiful rendition of Beauty and the Beast, like all with burlesque numbers. And the dancers, like Catherine Pope, it's a beautiful and exceptional version of burlesque. Catherine Pope gets on point, and people are doing aerial work on hoops and trapezes, and it is insane what they do. I know they're obviously not open right now, but whenever it does reopen, y'all should go support them.
It's legit.
Yeah, it's so good. Mm-hmm. Oh, and one other funny thing on that is the fact that the woman who knows Catherine Pope, she said, "Oh my God!" So it was always a running joke that whenever people came to see the show, like someone in the cast would be like, "Oh hey, so and so, my friend says they know you, Catherine," and so she said, "Now I have one of those stories too."
Everyone knew Catherine from the theater company and from, or they knew Nanette from playing at the theater company.
Yeah, for sure.
What did you do today, Adrian?
I'm going to say this now because my mom's not on yet, but Katie and I had tattoo appointments at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We got matching tattoos, and then she also, what did you get?
A compass.
And I got a cardinal and some feathers that are they have personal significance that hopefully my mother won't hate as much as she hates the other things I've done. But nothing as bad as what my brother's done, so I still win.
So did you see Stacey Jacks at Arsenal?
No, but I did actually show Stacey. So, okay, good segue, David. Stacey Jacks just recorded a video for our I Believe in TTC telethon that is amazing, and I was showing it to Kate to distract her while she was getting her tattoo. So
Because I'm scared of needles.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited to see that. That sounds very fun.
it was so
Oh, girl.
it
It was
the
so
sound-
good.
Yes, Curry knows. It was accompanied only by Brandon Kemp on an acoustic guitar, and it is good.
I saw that Cynthia was back in the Mamma Mia costume.
Yes,
Is
she
that-
was. Oh, speaking of Diva Dads, did y'all see the my mom is on. And she's not happy.
This is also live
She-
to YouTube.
She's watching live on YouTube.
Who's that?
Oh my
Oh.
God.
He's so
Oh.
dreamy.
He's so dreamy.
No, this was all caps. She is on and she is not happy. I'm gonna blame Kate.
Me?
How wooed.
For what? What did I do? Hi, Trey.
Hi, Trey.
Hello.
What's up, man?
I was bored and I saw that y'all were here, so I was like, I'm gonna get on.
So we're a last resort. Awesome. We love you too, Trey.
Great. You look great. You smell great. What kind of animal do you have behind you?
There's a kitty.
It's a cat.
Okay.
It's
What is
almost a requirement.
His name is Oliver.
Hello, Oliver.
He wants my constant attention when he hears me on the phone.
That's
Mm.
fair.
We have a couple of questions. Carrie's here now.
His man is
Cynthia, look who's coming online
Yep.
right now.
Your man's
Is it
coming in.
Cameron?
It is.
Oh,
Angel
How
baby.
are you?
I'm good. How are you? Look at your hair.
I'm doing well now. I mean, it was kind of dragging and now you're here. So
You need everything back.
wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Dad
Cameron,
after
we
dark
had
diva
to
burn.
we had to stop her from talking about you. Like we had to okay, stop talking about Cameron and move on to something else.
Sorry.
Who's your favorite on stage? Don't mention Cameron. Like that's where we had to go with these.
Carrie, I see your face and I need you to know she had that energy the entire episode. You're going to be so proud.
I
Nice.
brought it.
She brought the sass.
How's
Oh
it
yeah.
What?
What?
Cameron, how's New York?
Yeah, it's the same.
The same.
It's like slightly less dead than it was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. It's still New York.
I've noticed that you got a post-quarantine haircut.
This is
Looks
like
good.
the second time this quarantine I've done it.
Did you do it or did you go somewhere to do it?
Oh no, we did it. I wasn't gonna pay someone $30 to do this. I have an electric razor. I will just cut it off myself.
Oh my gosh.
Much less maintenance. It's really nice.
Yeah, I should probably just just do that. I'm tired of fighting the hair that's trying to run away from my eyebrows. So, yeah.
Rodney, do you want to ask the first After Dark question?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
I just pulled it up. Miss Carrie Kemp, her beautiful face is there in the room. She wants to know from Cynthia, one, will you be her mom?
Absolutely.
I figured that would be the answer. And then secondly, she wants to know, what is your favorite part about being involved in community theater?
Oh, well, I mean, all the fans, the adoring fans.
I'm one of them.
Same.
I'm just kidding. The friendships, the experience on stage, the working together for the greater good, like being part of something. I think I've really realized during this quarantine how important it is to be a part of something. And so that's one of my favorite parts of the community theater. Another thing, I was thinking about this, is just how good it's been for my family as a whole. I said this during the show, but like my entire family has been involved in theater, and it's led to so many great things. It's led to great friendships for my kids. It's led to great experiences for my family. So, and then, like I said, you create a family. Like everyone on here, like when I saw Michelle and Deborah were on, I was like, oh, like I ran a 5K with Michelle, like, I mean, they're your family. So that's one of my favorite things. And you've seen that. I mean, you get sucked in, and their joys are your joys and their trials are your trials. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of freaky actually about how much of a family this motley crew has become. So yeah, it's pretty special.
Yeah, I was talking in the pre-show with Davi, and I was telling her about the testimonials, which you guys will see on, I believe, in ttc.com. And it would just like, I started getting all choked up because it's like, but never. You had mentioned, about not having friends, or, what friends do you have outside of TTC? And I don't really have any. And it's amazing that this community, through the arts, has made such an impact. Not like I'm like the most important person in my life. So of course I'm like, oh, this
at
is
least in someone's life. Yeah.
And then, but then when you look around, it's like, oh my God, like I'm in good company, because these wonderful people have so much to offer in the way of support, but in the way of just being there to talk to about BS, like not even real stuff, like this, just chat. And Rodney and I, after our production meetings on Thursdays is Diva Dads. Tuesdays, we'll stay up. Everybody's gone, and we're still talking till 11 midnight, whatever. Those friendships and those bonds will last forever. I see, Dobby and Kate, and I see, Cameron. And how long has it been since Cynthia and Cameron were actually on a stage together? So when
on stage or in their dreams.
Right? So yeah, man, TTC is amazing, and the community surrounding it is incredible.
Also, I have a message to my parents from my brother. Okay, boomer.
I have a message to everybody.
Side note.
No, I was gonna say I moved away from Texas 5-6 years ago, and the theater company is still like the most important group of people in my life.
Justin!
So if that says anything,
That's amazing. Well, and I think the connections that are made, like I didn't know Cameron before we did Diva Dads, and I'm like, I feel like I know him more, like same with you. Like I didn't know you. I never shared a stage with you.
Your house, Dana.
I know. We're not going to bring that old shit up again.
No, we're bringing it up.
Watch your mouth, Dana.
Because I'm loud.
How you doing? Yeah. I know we.
Dustin, hello.
Dustin, we can't hear you or see you,
Side
Dustin.
note, Dustin. No. Hold on. Cameron / Michelle and Deborah, I am awaiting your videos.
Uh-oh.
You did tell me about that.
Listen. So about that, we're
What had happened
gonna
was-
do it. We're gonna do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay,
Which
good.
is what I told you 3 days ago as well.
Can I just say this is my first time hearing about it? So,
But maybe she's been busy with grad school, and I maybe just forgot to tell her. So I promise it'll be real cute. We'll get it done.
I'm pumped about it. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm ready. Hold on. Okay. So I have the next Dad's After Dark question from Kelsey Coleman. Shady bitch. Cynthia.
Watch your mouth.
I will not.
Family.
We've discussed your favorite TTC dad, or TTC Diva dad from Mamma Mia, which obviously was Rodney. Yeah, obviously. We would like to know, outside of Mamma Mia, who is your favorite onstage love interest?
Well, I mean, Cameron, obviously. I mean, the chemistry was palpable.
That's so much tension between us.
No, that's a hard question. I learned a lot. You learn a lot because you have to trust your love interest on stage. So you learn a lot from them. So this is going to sound weird. But probably my favorite, this is so twisted and wrong, and maybe Adrian knows, but Samantha was cast as a wife in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
And you played her husband.
And I played her husband. She went through like 3 husbands before they settled on me. And that sounds weird, but it was actually like, I have to give her props because there's no way when I was 16 that I would have let my mom do that. Like, no way. And like, I mean, literally she had to like sit on my knee for one thing. And she was always like, stop putting your leg like that, or da 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 da. But that was the only sass I got from her. And it was actually a fun experience I mean, in a horrible story. I mean, I think in that show, I killed my son too. So married my daughter and killed my son. But no, I will say I had one love interest that was not fun. I won't name names, but he worked for, what?
Can I?
Yeah. But he worked for a pizza place, and Dana did this too, though. Dana would eat Whataburger before every show and let me know that he ate Whataburger before every show. This other person worked at a pizza place and would eat pizza and drink before the show, and then I'm supposed to like madly kiss him. And so that was a hard one. So he was my least favorite, but everyone else I had a blast with. So. But like I said, Cameron gave freely on, like he was very like into the character development and growth on that. And so that was good.
Well, I will say that's one of the things I love about Cameron, because whenever you have any sort of like physical contact or love interest with someone on stage, it's awkward. And it's hard to like broach that subject of like, okay, what, it's hard. And Cameron was very much like, how do you feel? What are we going to do? Do you think this should be this? Do you think it should be that? And that was just so appreciated of being able to talk about that without being weird, or you just, this is what we need to do as characters. How do you feel about it? Don't blush, Cameron. I see you.
Yeah. You can't see the blush.
I will say I feel cheated out of Roger, because Roger was my love interest in Tarzan, kind of. We were apes. And every other leading lady he has given a dozen like roses to, or flowers opening night. And I never got flowers from Roger. So I don't.
Cynthia, I was his opposite in spelling bee, and I didn't get flowers. So don't.
Okay. That makes me feel better.
We're on the same
I got flowers from Roger, and I've never played his love interest before.
Oh, it's
good for you.
Wait, Alana got flowers from Roger?
It's because I was having a panic attack outside and he saw me, and instead of like offering comfort, he just secretly gave me flowers.
Carrie, did you get flowers from Roger and Susicle?
Dustin!
I did. I totally did.
Dustin.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey, y'all.
Hi, Dustin. Are
Hi,
you
Justin.
Are you looking for the lights, man?
I'm in El Paso right now.
Oh, geez.
I'm in El Paso right now. It's hot. Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say hi. I'm pulled over and I'm eating some nuggets right quick.
It's no interruption. You're welcome anytime.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably try to. I'm gonna send my video in for our song "Seasons of Love" tomorrow morning. I was gonna be cliche and try to do it by the Prada store, but I'm like, nah.
Oh my God. Did you take any pictures by there? Because that would have made me so happy.
Oh, you know, now come on now, Adrian. Now you know I got pictures about a thing. I was styling and profiling by that look. It's crazy because I expected to be in an extremely like deserted area, like with desert and sand. Like it's really not at all. It's just in a country town called Valentine. So.
No, I know. West Texas is my happy place, though.
You know what I hate? Everything is shut down because of COVID. So
wait, they've been shut down or are they open?
They were shut down to this weekend. They shut down this weekend, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, we went all the way up there, but it's okay. It was a good road trip.
That's our like annual place. That was our annual place. That's also where my brother proposed to his wife. Like that place is very special to our family.
Oh, it's good to see y'all's faces. It really is.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow at some point.
Give me strength on this road, y'all. Pray my strength.
You can do
Don't die.
Come on.
Jesus.
Have fun. Who said that?
I guarantee it was Madeline. I haven't even looked.
Tina.
No, stop, please. God, no.
Do we have the button yet?
No.
Dana.
No,
Wait.
stop.
But I see that Madeline has a blizzard, which makes me
Dana. You guys ready?
There's a button.
Seriously?
I gotta go. Dana.
You should be honored. How many people have their own button?
I'm trying to train my cats to use the buttons.
Where is that from?
Amazon.
For Madeline.
God bless it.
Okay, there's one more. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna ask
Kiki.
this.
Hi. I'm in the bathroom.
Oh.
Wait, what?
That's weird.
Hey, Keith.
I know, I'm weird. Hold on.
You and Houston?
I'm what?
No, Casey.
Oh, Casey, sorry.
You in Houston? No, it's
What?
good.
Yes, I am in Houston.
Yay.
How is Houston?
My internet connection is unstable, as am I, so I could not hear
Rodney, how's Pickett doing?
He needs lots of attention. Like I snatched him from climbing all over the place, and then I put him down, and then he climbed right back up in my lap. So he needs
I
attention.
too require lots of attention.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with him. Thank you.
He's really cute. He's his favorite pastime these days is sitting right next to the door, and my dog Rizzo will sit on the other side of the door, and she just freaks out. Like she wants to get to Pickett so bad and play and maybe eat him a little bit. But he just she's able to get her tongue under the door, and so Pickett just like swats at her tongue, and then like her paws will come underneath the door, and Rizzo just goes insane and barks like crazy. So yeah. So he's obviously feeling better because he's got a lot more vim and vigor these days.
He looks so big and healthy.
Yeah.
Cynthia, one of my questions for you, but you kind of addressed it in different ways, but I want you to talk about your first impressions of each of the dads.
First impressions of the dads at Mamma Mia, or the first time I met them?
Just first impressions from when you met them.
So, okay, so we've established I first met Mike in the show that we all forgot, Sweeney Todd. And in that,
not even here.
Yeah. But so that so I didn't really know him other than a set mover in that show, because if you weren't a main person, you were just kind of moving sets. But my first impression of Mike, I remember watching Rock of Ages, and he was Stacey Jacks, and I don't know how Madeline McLevish Hughes held it together on stage when he was full Stacey Jacks mode, but I was like, holy cow. And then I talked about this in the show, but then then my next interaction with, so I was like starstruck, which you should be, by Stacey Jacks. And then, then I was music director for My Fair Lady. Sorry, this is way later than I stay up, so I'm a little slow. But he was so charming and just endearing and sweet in My Fair Lady. And he was so sweet when he'd come to the piano. And so there's like these two Mike Kilgores, and I'm like, which one like is Mike Kilgore? And then I get Mamma Mia, and he's both, because he was the rocker and the British endearing guy. So I felt really lucky that I got both versions of Mike Kilgore in Mamma Mia. Rodney, that he was a little trickier, because he was kind of subdued in My Fair Lady, because he was the butler. And but I remember him. What
was Rodney? Give me your line, your classic line.
Ooh, strawberry tart.
Yeah. I remember him from a music director point of view, because I could count on him in the ensemble for being a strong singer. He always knew his parts, which is interesting, because in Little Shop, I don't know what happened there. It was a little rough for a while there. Sorry, I'm supposed to burn them. I'm just No, he was fabulous in Little Shop. But so first,
during your episode, you burned plenty. You made me proud.
Okay. So, but he was one of the strong people like that I could really rely on in My Fair Lady. And so, yeah, I was super excited to work with him in Mamma Mia. And I remember seeing him in Sunday in the Park with George, and thinking, oh, this guy's pretty versatile. So
I'm glad you remembered him, because Adrienne Rowell didn't.
And she was in it.
Yeah. And Dana didn't even bother to come. So thanks for coming.
Well,
I appreciate it.
I did. I have to backtrack real quick. I saw some of the show because I was working the shows as a board member. So I did see some of the show.
That's not.
Buy a ticket and come to a show.
I don't even care if you buy a ticket, but sit through the show.
I remember after My Fair Lady going, these are our three guys for Mamma Mia, knowing it was coming. I'm like, I don't know how it's going to play out, but I'm like, those are the three guys for Mamma Mia. Didn't you feel like that too?
Yeah, I think we talked about this briefly about Little Shop, about how, typically at an audition, things kind of fall into place pretty quickly, but Little Shop was one of the more agonizing ones. Where you just have no idea what's going to happen. And Mamma Mia, as far as the dads are concerned, was very it fell into place very easily.
Yeah. And then I guess first impression of Dana, I still remember his audition when he came on stage for My Fair Lady, because we had all these guys that David Watson brought for the quartet, and they got up there and sang, and I remember Dana coming up and having this voice, and I'm just like, oh wow, was not expecting that. And so it was just a pleasant surprise, which I will say that is Dana to a T, pleasant surprise. So
you still have the fingertips?
Oh, what? Don't make it weird.
Oh yes, I do. It just got really weird. Yes.
Leave it to Dana to make it uncomfortable. Can I file another harassment report?
So, okay. So
I filed the
Cameron,
first.
You were talking about sorry, Cynthia was talking about Cameron making it very easy, and you were able to learn from him and in these intimate moments. So I have to say that Winner Takes It All, like I felt when we first started rehearsing that scene and blocking that scene, I felt so dumb, like stupid. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what, I'm a musician still, and I don't know what to do with my hands. Yes, the hands. What do you do with your hands?
I can teach you what to do with your hands.
I bet you.
Oh.
So,
I gotta go.
so I remember going through those moments and watching you and just feeling what you were like, trying to feel what you were feeling, and I was like, but that's wrong.
Oh,
Like, I need to feel what I feel because she feels what she feels. And that was a Rob directive, like make sure that you're capturing what's happening in that moment and why you're doing your action, right? I never really thought about that. And so I remember opening night when it first happened, and anyone who was in the wings saw me tear up because I felt so bad. Like Sam, but no, not Sam, Dana felt so bad, the pain that he had put you through. And you did such a great job conveying that through your song. And I was just like, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. And I think I added some stuff as we progressed through the show, but like getting on the kind of leaning on the bed like you're coming at me, and then no, she's not. She fucking hates. Oh, she hates me, and I just like.
My mother is watching.
I'm sorry,
one.
Terry.
That's one. We're gonna get cut off after two.
So I learned, just as you learned from Cameron in those moments, like I learned from you so much in those moments on how to capture those emotions on stage. So thank you so much.
Oh, geez. Thank you. So it all goes back to Cameron.
Yeah, it's all your fault, Cameron.
Just thank you when you win your awards.
What did you say?
I said, just thank me when you win all of your awards.
Shit.
She is.
And I would like a percentage of the royalties. Thank you.
You're the reason for it all.
My people will be in touch.
Tell David I said hi.
He's asleep, but I will.
Damn it. I see that. Is that a Spring Awakening poster? Where are you in your house?
Mm-hmm. I have Hamilton, Spring Awakening, and Wicked.
That's awesome.
Now
right there.
I want to see that.
I want to see that. Yeah.
It was
sobs, tears, lots
Tears
of them
coming out of everywhere.
It was a lot.
Casey's the reason that we got tickets.
Yes. Hades
Town.
Oh yeah.
So me, Adrian, and Casey had stood outside of Beetlejuice for like
For $7 in the 0 degrees.
And
That's nothing.
we did get tickets to the show.
And in fact, it was such a sure thing.
Okay, Minnesota.
Wouldn't it be funny if we didn't get tickets? Because we were so close that it was like a sure thing that we were going to see Beetlejuice. And then we didn't. And I thought my head was going to explode.
So we went to brunch.
To drink. I didn't drink. I just had coffee because we were so cold.
I don't care. So we were at brunch.
Right word.
And Casey pulled up her like StubHub app.
Because we were going to go see Jagged Little Pill.
Maybe.
Yeah, we were like, okay, what can we see for a reasonable price? And then she looks at me and she says, would you see Hades Town again? And I was like, I mean, yeah, but that's like not a thing because this show is so overpriced right now. And she says, what if there were 6 tickets available for like $99 each?
So we did it, and our lives changed.
It was great. And we bullied people into coming to join us so that we had 6 people.
How we did. I put a large charge on my credit card that day.
You did. You did. Worth it.
Worth it.
Wait, was there another question for Cynthia?
Yes.
Oh, Dana.
What? Okay, so this is a great question that is assigned to me. It is, what is your go-to audition song from Pamela Perrone?
I don't have a go-to audition song. I usually try. I'm glad she asked that because I think this can help people. Like when you're auditioning for a show, I always try to like either find a character in the show and a song that would be in their style, or a song in the style of the show, like genre of the show, or one that I can make. So like make in the genre. So like when I auditioned for 9 to 5, I was really stumped. Like, and I knew like, I wanted one of those 3 women, and the one that most called out to me was Violet. And so I sang, so I tried to think of a song that character would sing that's not, you don't want to sing a song from the show. And so I sang, Brotherhood of Man from How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, because she's a character that, wants to rise up in the company she's in. And so I sang it from a woman's point of view, and it totally changed the meaning of the song. And so that's what you kind of want to try to do, is you want to kind of find a song that you can either, if you don't have a character in mind, something that like might go with the ensemble. And sometimes that works and sometimes it bites me in the butt. So like for Sweeney Todd, I sang, it was a Sondheim show. And so everyone's like, oh, we have to sing Sondheim songs, for Sweeney Todd. And I got a little ambitious and I sang Not Getting Married Today from Company. And I was so nervous, I blanked the words. And like, I was so proud of myself because I'm like, I'm going to do it. There's a fast version and a slow version, like 2 parts, and I'm going to do both of them, and it's going to show I know Sondheim. And the first part's really quickly, and I totally spaced the words, and Randy had to start me over like 4.
It's hard. That's
it's hard. So like, I mean, you need to know what you're doing, like, and that's an example. Like I spaced the words. Randy had to help me 4 times. Like it was just a nightmare. But like when I auditioned for Annie, I thought I'll try for Miss Hannigan. I didn't get that part either. But I sang Kids from Bye Bye Birdie. And I sang it, kind of like, grumpy like Miss Hannigan. So you just kind of want to find a song that could maybe present like who you are as a performer and an idea to the director, like of what would work for that show. Like Katie, your song that you sang for Legally Blonde, I thought was perfect for that. You sang One Perfect Moment from Bring It On. And I thought that was such a good song choice for that show. So
no, it was definitely like, it was my take on the role that I was going for. And I mean, truly it was perfect, but I don't know. It was one of those things that whenever you audition with a song, like you want to present what you want to bring to the stage. And I feel like that was one of the best parts of that audition for me. And I think that's what so many people bring to their auditions, is kind of what they want to bring to the table for that show.
I think for Sweeney, I sang a Patti LuPone song because I was going for Mrs. Lovett. I sang Invisible Woman from Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown by Patti LuPone. And so, because that's the role that I was like, okay, this is a huge thing. But in retrospect, I sang an appropriate song for the Beggar Woman, which that's not how I saw it at the time, but that was a very appropriate song for Lucy, for the Beggar Woman.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
I think that's kind of interesting because so many people's, like, we've done the show enough times where we've talked enough about audition songs, and they always talk about their first audition song being so like unprepared for their audition, and not like not having their sheet music or not doing whatever the case may be, but
get it together.
Yeah, but then like that's what like gets them in, and there's something that gets them cast, because if they didn't get cast, then we wouldn't be talking to them, and or they wouldn't be part of the community for whatever reason. And so it's kind of interesting that we think a lot. Like I agonize. I always do like lots of internet research about like what are great audition songs for, you know, the plant in Little Shop of Horrors. And so I go through this whole list and I read through all of them and I'm like, yeah, I could probably sing that. No, I couldn't sing that one or whatever. And it's just kind of interesting. Like, you know, sometimes the best ones are just the ones that you're just like, oh, I know this song. Let's do it. So
never agonize, like accept that your job at an audition is to show off you at your best self. That may or may not relate to the show or the character, but your job is to show your best self so that the director has the ability to kind of imagine you wherever they can. Also, Casey would like you to know that Pickett is her spirit animal.
the fact that he's like very interested in my vodka drink is about right.
Concerning to say the least.
But also why Pickett is Casey.
Very true.
I don't remember my audition song for Mamma Mia because I agonized over it. And I wish I could remember what it was. Cynthia helped me with the song, and I don't even remember what it was. Do you remember what it was? No.
I don't remember what it is either.
It really wasn't memorable. So I don't know how you got cast, honestly.
Oh, God, Rodney.
And to go back to what Adrian said, like if it's too ambitious of a song for you and there's a note like you can't hit when you're happy, then don't sing it for an audition song. Like sing something in your range and, you know. Yes, Dana?
Well, okay, so I did a Meatloaf song for my audition for Rocky, and you were like, no, I said I can't hit that note. You're like, nah, you got this. You got this. I was like, I can't hit that note. And you're like, just push it and get it, and you got it. It's good. I hit it, but the point is, like, if you don't think you can get it, you're not supposed to do it.
But I knew you could do it. You were in your head, so I knew you could do it.
That's a thing? You get in your head?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you definitely do, Dana.
I don't know.
I don't know what that was, but I agree.
Cut that out.
Right.
Not to bring it down, but we touched on a few things, Cynthia, during your episode this evening. But I want you to think real quick about, I want your favorite, memorable, funny memory of your time with Randy Wilson.
Oh, so he really, he loved encouraging people who left the theater and Ray Gonzalez, who's played in our pit, was playing for Tuts, and it was a big deal, and he was super proud of it, and he mentioned to me that he'd really love Randy to see him play. So I said to Randy, I said, they were doing a Christmas Story, and I said, let's go to Tuts and see A Christmas Story. And he had ridden with me once before. He was not a fan of my driving. Randy was not. And he asked if I would be driving, and I said yes, because I was not a fan of Randy's.
I feel like I need to say that I'm not a big fan either.
I think
of Cynthia's or Randy's?
Of Cynthia's, from when we went to go see Casey and
oh, that fabulous.
Not Heather's.
No, it was the show
Bridge to Terabithia with the Danny.
That was on Valentine's Day. That was a good way to celebrate Valentine's Day.
You don't have to lie.
Your driving was not.
Mary Otto was like about to throw up, I think.
Was literally nauseous, yes.
So Randy was already like, he's like, are you driving? I'm like, I'm driving, because I was terrified of him driving in Houston traffic. So we're driving, and I cut across like 5 lanes of traffic to like make an exit, and he's like freaking out. So anyway, the parking garage, and I might have this wrong, but it was Christmas time. We were going to see Tuts. There was Nutcracker going on, and the ballet, so the ballet was doing Nutcracker. Someone else, like there was the Messiah somewhere else. So the parking garage like is very convoluted underground. We went to the underground parking garage, and we were running late because he's a diva and he was trying to figure out what shoes he was going to wear. So we park and we can't, like, we're not thinking, and someone gives us directions to where we go. So we go, we watch the show, we see Ray after, like, whatever. So both Randy and I had very weak bladders, and like we had peed during intermission, but we had not peed since. And he's like, we'll just pee when we get home. And I'm like, I have to pee. And like, we couldn't find a bathroom. So he's like, so we're both grumpy, like, cause our bladders are full, like we're just grumpy. So we go to the garage, and we had been in such a hurry. We have no idea where we parked, like no idea. And it's underground, and this garage feeds to the ballet, it feeds to the opera, it feeds to where we were, and we have no idea. And Randy, Diva Dads, like, I know you say you're Diva Dads, I don't feel like you've earned Diva status yet, but you can take a lesson from Randy. Like, he was the ultimate diva.
Yes.
He raised his hand as someone's driving by on a golf cart, and he's like, and he said, we need a ride to our car. We don't know where the heck our car is. So we are riding, I have a picture somewhere on my phone of this, riding on this cart, and this person like is kowtowing to whatever Randy says. And we drove for probably 20 to 30 minutes trying to find our car. And the cart driver was like in and out, and like I'm clicking my keys trying to get my car to do the horn. We both have to pee like crazy, like we're just like, and like we're just driving through, and Randy's just hanging on, and he looks like the ultimate, like, I mean, he looks good. He's wearing like those blue pointy shoes he had, and like he's hanging on, and I'm just like, we're gonna die because we're in this cart, and I'm gonna pee my pants. And like, I mean, it was hilarious. And so we stopped at a Whataburger and like peed because I was not going to make it. But I just remember like how much grace he had flagging down that cart and us driving around this parking garage. And he never let me drive again after that trip. So.
Dana, I have a message from my mother. Oh, that scared face is good. That's exactly what she wants. So that's perfect. She says, tell him I used to teach my ED kids to curse using Shakespearean English, which doesn't sound so bad. And I said, wait, tell who? And she says, the potty mouth. And I said, who? And she says, Dana.
I don't have a potty mouth. Do I have a potty mouth?
You just dropped the F-bomb.
You're the one who dropped the F-bomb.
Terry said you have a potty mouth.
Wasn't me this time.
You have a potty mouth.
It's Mitchell's fault.
What?
No, it's not.
For what? It was whatever you're drinking's fault.
That's it.
Damn it, Jameson.
Damn you, Jameson. I got my official packet in for the Scottish layered stuff we talked about a few weeks ago.
We did.
So,
Plot of
nice wax seal on it, you know, with my title.
Rodney, do you have a message for my mother?
Thank you for my bar book. I'm so happy. I called it the hymnal.
And as a volunteer at her Catholic church, I'm sure she will appreciate that.
So can you play a few bars from it?
Today we turned to page 321 in the hymnal to get the Moscow Mule.
She'll support that. She's a fan of the spirits.
I love it. I love it,
Years
Scott.
ago, in my previous life, I had a work conference. There you go. I had a work conference in Puerto Rico before you and I went. And my mom came down for the Friday of my conference so that we could spend the weekend just in Puerto Rico hanging out. And one of the things that we did was we went to the Bacardi factory, but my mom is not a big drinker. So here's how the Bacardi factory went. Her taking a teensy bit of sip, me taking my drink, and then her handing it to me so I could finish it. So by the end of that tour, someone was toasted and it wasn't my mother. But she's a fan of the coconut Bacardi if anyone wants to get her a gift.
That reminds me of the Shakespeare pub crawl we had a few years ago. And
Oh yeah.
I was there with my wife, who couldn't drink too much, and my daughter, who typically ordered sodas for a while, but then got tired of it. So I ended up using their drink cards, and she drove me home.
So
we got a picture of it. So.
Speaking
Hey,
of Parker,
Parker.
what's up, man?
There's Parker.
Parker, have you filmed your Seasons of Love video yet?
No, we're gonna work on it tomorrow in our lesson.
Bazinga. Perfect.
Can I schedule a lesson, because I'm a little lost on the Seasons of Love video.
Yeah, I'll help you out, sir.
It's literally the most repetitive song in musical theater history, but yes.
So was that mandatory? Because I didn't sign up for that.
No, you don't have to do
it. I mean, you don't have to do it, but
okay.
You know, camaraderie.
I'm gonna work on mine tomorrow.
Was that mandatory?
Can I have to do that? I don't want to do that.
But again, camaraderie is a thing that
Oh my God, Dobby, don't guilt me into this.
you can just write off and do your part. Okay, thanks.
Haley, Savani, and I are recording ours tomorrow.
Perfect.
Yay,
Good on you.
Catherine. Thank you.
I'll probably record mine tomorrow at some point.
I will tell you, the only people I have parts from, public service announcement: Lauren Moore, Kate Moore, Lucas Dixon, Bo Cochran, Xander Cochran.
I think you have an error there, because there's no way those Cochran boys have their stuff in.
Yeah, that's surprising.
I have it in my phone. Cochran boys beat you all. So the Moores and the Cochrans plus Lucas and Benjamin.
And Kelsey.
So,
and Kelsey
the
Coleman sent hers to my phone.
The team's
Bravo.
Kelsey.
Bravo. No, it's not mandatory, but you know, we're trying to include as many people as we can with the limited resources.
No, there's one more left after this.
What?
Madeline is judging me.
I'm
Just to know how many hard seltzers are left. There's one. I just bought them today.
For this purpose, right?
Cynthia, how many waters do you have left?
Well, I made it through 44 ounces, so.
Whoa.
I couldn't do that in one sitting. I'd have
Come
to
on,
take a break.
hydrated.
I'm living large.
I have a question for Cynthia.
Yes.
I hope it hasn't already been asked. Okay, if you could pick a role to play that you like physically for whatever reason can't play, like a role of an opposite gender, like something that's not like in your age range, or role that you could never play, but you would love to play, what would it be?
Ooh. So this is gonna be so cliche. There are two. Would I have the right voice for it too?
Doesn't matter.
Cynthia, you know your answer for this. Just say it.
Eponine from Les Mis, like Eponine. And then the other one would be Annie, because I had bright red hair when I was younger, and my friends and I would play Annie. They would never let me be Annie, because they're like, it's not fair because you have red hair that you get to be Annie. So I was always like Pepper or Molly. So I would love to play Annie, but yeah, Eponine, which is totally ridiculous. I think I told Adrian this, like Eponine got me through high school, and I was in love with a kid named Ted Dawson, and he asked my best friend to prom. And so like I sang on my own like 30 times, like prom night, because he was dancing with Heather Morgan and not me. So
you were straight up Joey out of Dawson's Creek, which I identify with so much.
Mood.
No,
Same.
when Dawson's Creek started, they were like freshmen in high school, and I was a freshman in high school. So the entire Dawson's Creek journey, because they kept it to like an actual timeline,
Yep.
I graduated high school with Dawson's Creek. That shit was real, you guys. Like the
Oh, that James Vanderbeek. Oh.
no, Pacey.
Joshua Jackson.
Team Pacey.
Yeah, Joshua. My favorite episode is when Pacey and Joey are locked in the Walmart all night. Did you ever?
Oh, yes.
Because it was all Pacey and all Joey. Like,
Yep. She knows.
yep.
Oh, no, that was perfect. Oh, Katie is also saying, say it.
Thank you, 5.
Thank you.
Man,
5.
really?
I miss that so much. God.
It's weird, you guys. I gotta say, so we filmed a couple of things at the theater for this upcoming telethon, and what makes me really happy is, and I don't know if everyone knows this, but like the telethon is something that we not thrown together, like, because there's been a whole lot of work that's gone into it, but like the telethon. Oh, thank you for
You're
my
welcome,
mixologist.
my queen.
This upcoming event is literally a precursor to stuff that we hope to do in the future, which is like a regular event of being able to highlight our theater company voices. So
Thank God, because I have 1,000 ideas and I have to go somewhere. My head's gonna
Oh, bring it on. That's the other thing, is if y'all have thoughts, if you have ideas, like spring it at me. I might not respond for a while because my phone semi blowing up, but like literally I'm all ears. Like we've got some things that we're working on for this like upcoming event, but as far as going forward, like because our shows and because of just like the future of live theater is so much in jeopardy, we are really looking forward to being able to highlight all of our people in a really exciting way. So this first thing is very much for our donors and our underwriters and our season ticket holders saying, hey, we're still here. And we thought we needed your help before, and then our roof caved in. And now we're like, just a little bit like in trouble. We have you guys, we have so much work to do that it is slightly overwhelming that I cannot even think about it. So yeah, so we are, Carrie and I have been working like mad on this event. Cameron, I'm, would love a video from you in the next couple of days, but no pressure. Don't make that face. I sent you the thing. But anyway, yeah. So this first event is hopefully the first of many where we can kind of have themed evenings. Carrie and I had brainstormed something completely different kind of at the beginning of quarantine. And so this upcoming event is kind of like a Mod Podge, right, Carrie, of like our like thoughts. But going forward, we got big plans, you guys. Anything you want to add?
That, and shout out to Dana and Mike, who's not here, and Roger Pine, like, and a bunch of other people. Like, we're just trying to like make this thing like the best we can, and it's been really humbling and inspiring to see the amount of people like rallying behind us, and the amount of people who are just like, yes, like, let's do this, like, let's all get together and do something, amazing. So yeah.
And Carrie, I got to tell you, Chip and I had a meeting today where he was talking about some of the different performance videos, and he was like, man, this is really great. Who's doing this for you guys? And I was like, oh, that's me and Carrie.
We're production assistants now. We're,
we have literally
in the
no
music
idea
biz.
what we're doing, but we are making it work. Thank you, Brandon. And thank you.
Yeah, Brandon's working on a Skylar Sisters track right now for our boys. So
bless. Y'all ain't ready for that. It's all male. This is part of our miscast series that we're launching. But also thanks to, and I know we said this on the episode earlier, but thank you to all the people who've been playing the piano for us on a whim. Nanette, Cynthia, Weston, Mark Bendixson's done some stuff for us too. We are nothing but demanding. And thanks everyone for chipping in.
Yes, thank you. Seriously.
All have said.
And with that, we are closing out our live stream. We've been on for a little over an hour. Thank you, Cynthia. If you want to stay on, all of you people that are on, then
go and say bye, Mark and Terry.
Stay on. What?
Bye, Mark and Terry.
Bye, Mark and Terry.
Mark and Terry. Yeah, y'all can't watch this next part because I don't want to be called a potty mouth again. Love you, Terry. Y'all have a good night. Thank you guys for watching Dads After Dark.
Chi.